2 down, nobody on. Ground ball left side, and that one finds its way through. So Nolan Arenado now gets a chance with 2 gone.
La manta.
Here's Nolan Arenado. First offering, runner goes. That one fouled off. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Man, safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first. Runner on third after the stolen base, even with the dropped strike 3.
Hermano, sí. De eso, loco.
Estoy comiendo.
Pero no como así, loco. Eso ya fue. Tirar a la X.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning.
Ryan
getting the start for Arizona, Ryan Nelson. Chris, what are you looking for from him? Digging in, Jarren Duran.
Dándose bola.
Foul ball.
Búscalo.
The 0-2.
That's a ball.
In the air, right center. This is
Búscalo.
way back.
Búscalo. Búscalo.
And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball 1. Out towards right center field on the move. He can't get there. It's a base hit.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident.
Yo te la agarro y tú vas a decir no te
He can
apures.
go anywhere he wants.
And a swing and a miss. 1 down. 1 out man at first. And stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. That's ripped into the outfield.
Mierda. Devuélvete, coño. Doble play.
The throw in. Now a throw to first. And he won't get back in time. It's a double play. Back here in Philadelphia, top of the second, Ildemaro
Hidalgo
Vargas stands in now for the
Vargas. It Melton's bread was free. Ah, güey.
Makes the sliding stop.
Álvaro.
And they get the out. Here's Gurriel.
The left fielder, Nordic Gurriel.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back. Makes the catch.
Álvaro!
And now the catcher comes up to him. Gabriel Moreno.
En perfecto estaba esa pelota, ¿viste? Que no te equivoques. Samuel. Samuel.
¿Qué es lo que?
Está acabando este que lo tenían de cuarto bate.
Dame un segundo. ¿Quién está acabando? No, muchacho, ese tipo. Bate a pila, loco.
Él bate a pila, pero él no estaba haciendo su trabajo, ¿eh?
Se apila él.
Two down, nobody on. And now 1 and 2.
Ay, Dios.
Right through there.
¿Qué fue?
That ends the
¿Se
frame.
dormiste?
Güey, ¿qué pasó, güey? Diablo, Samuel.
Pero tú no me dijiste que tú estabas bebiendo agua.
Vos tú estabas ocupado, loco. Yo fui el diablo, loco. Qué palomo, loco.
Pues yo no sabía.
Back here in
Cuando
Philadelphia,
tú,
Joe
desde que
stepping
tuviste
in
el
for
jugador que
Boston. Trevor
Tú,
Story
tú tenías que decirme, compadre,
in the air, right
que estaba ocupado
field.
también.
Then there's one down.
Y tú estabas hablando de que Gabriel Moreno, que sí, ok, que el
Joe
día
stepping in
dime.
for Boston. Cedar Rafaela.
Dime.
0-1. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Late on that fastball.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And that's downstairs and outside. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
¡Ay! Y así va ahí el jugador.
So a man aboard now
Lo
with
frizó
one
un
away.
chin ahí.
Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. And now
Habladores.
they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Has room, and he makes the catch. Now the catcher up to hit, Carlos Narvaez.
Inside ball.
This to third, Arenado. There with plenty of time, and that ends the. Back at Citizens Bank Park, all set for the start of the
Diablo, loco.
inning.
Entonces
Adrian
Gabriel Moreno
Del
estaba
Castillo
ready, loco.
stands in now for the
Tres.
Diamondbacks.
Well, these Diamondbacks
Él está ready,
definitely being
Moreno.
aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little
Yo jugaba con él,
over-aggressive.
que era
I'm
la madre.
specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are
Claro.
swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Ahora sí.
Here's the 0-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In
Ahora
time
sí.
to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Y ese bate tuyo que brilla, ¿qué es lo que?
Oh,
And now here is number 15. Foul
Sí,
off
eso.
left side.
Tiene un bate brillante tú ahí.
pero yo no sabía eso.
And a swing and a miss.
Y fue ahora que te lo pusieron, el lightsaber.
Swing
¡Ay,
and a
Álvaro!
miss.
¡No!
And that's
¡Asumí!
4 strikeouts. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swing and a base hit.
Está bateando pila el loco
And the
aquí.
tying run is on
Me da un dormí,
base.
loco. Ay.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. And that's fouled off.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you've got to be very careful. This guy in the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Lined into left center, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third.
En la cabeza.
Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. Out number 3.
Ah, pues tú crees que yo soy un relajo, tuyo.
Bottom of the inning, Joe stepping in for Boston.
Creo que le
Caleb
cambié la
Durbin.
cámara. Cuando le cambié la cámara di 2 hits consecutivos. Ya tú sabes, ¿verdad?
Now a very odd decision. They intentionally walked the leadoff guy. So the Red Sox
pues,
lineup
pero-
turns over. Here's the left fielder, Jaron
¿A
Duran.
quién?
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and
Un
in.
poco,
Very
sí.
difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Durbin gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
That one misses, and it's 3-2. Got him swinging. One out man at first. Here's Contreras now. And that is out of play. The 0-1. Swings through that.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Long throw to first. Got him. William Abreu up next for the Red Sox. Went down on strikes his first time through. Tap foul at the plate. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third.
1-1. That's ball 2.
Two now.
Bájate de ahí, que ese es William Abreu, oíste.
On its way.
Diablo, ese mal picha del diablo. Voy a cambiar ahora mismo,
He circles the bases, and they add on.
Diablo, loco. El Maya estoy soltando la pelota. Y como quiera la deja medio mes.
Spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down. So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Masataka Yoshida. That catches the corner. And that one almost got him.
Tiene un maldito cambio.
Number 67. He's into the game with the bases empty. Not even close there. And that's ball 2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
2 down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Story at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Comes up empty.
Te asustaste.
Ahorita sí, claro, porque están dejando medio.
And look out, as that one ran in and got him. First and second, 2 outs. Cedar Rafaela, the next to hit. Just missed.
Miren, perfecto, la estoy tirando.
That one at triple digits.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Start of the 4th. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Gets to it with a slide. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So a man at
Up next for the
first.
Diamondbacks,
Now up
the
next
third
for
baseman,
Arizona.
Pero no
Nolan
llores
Arenado.
tan
He's
rápido,
0 for 1.
mijo.
Loco, eso da pique, loco. ¿Estás mirando?
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there
Lo
on the mound.
arreglé.
In for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Runner on the go. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Runner goes again. Line to the right center field. That's a base
Te
hit.
mando saludos.
Ah, mándame el saludo también.
The relay now back in safely at first.
Te
Well, it
mando
certainly
saludos
feels
también.
good when you can win the
Up
at-bat
next for the
after
Diamondbacks,
being down in the
the first
count,
baseman,
up against it with 2 strikes right there.
Tomorrow.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way.
Oh.
On the line. Can't get there.
Ya, la
Base
puse
hit.
mal,
Throws to
loco.
Que no,
second.
mami, te di-
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Line drive, base hit.
Pase.
Runner around third. He'll score. It's an RBI
¿Qué te dije? Que te iba a dar
single, and now
tus,
they
te iba a dar
trail
tus
by
ojos
one.
desde que yo cambiara
So runners at the corners.
Ahora
Papá,
viene
yo
Daniel
estoy
Moreno.
pichando mal.
Moreno will hit next.
Hey, mi amor.
Now there's a bullet down the line. Fair ball.
Claro que
Here comes the runner. Relay throw home. He scores and they have the lead. It's 4-3.
desde que te cambié de cámara, diablo,
Could be
está
one
ahí
of the
con ese
biggest ones of
loco.
the game as they jump ahead by 1. He really shot that one down the right field line and
Eso fue bien
somehow
que era
found
bueno.
a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4.
Ahora ahí,
Swings
ahí.
and misses. And a count 1-2.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those
Buena, Bárbaro,
where you
qué
learn
cool.
about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
¡Eo!
Here's the center fielder. Swings through that one.
Mira, tiene una espada, yo no entiendo por qué.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a miss.
The batter, number 2.
Ya, te metí. ¿Qué recargué el super?
Now it's the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. 1 for 2.
That's a ball.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Into center. Base hit. Moreno around third. Fires it to the plate. Safe. It's 5-3.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with a breaking ball like that.
Está bueno, pero no me
You have to
pita en el
carry it.
oído, compadre.
Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Man on second, 2 down. Hit on the ground to short. Fires over to first. That'll end the inning
Me
after
gustó 5 carreras.
ready
Jamás
to
hice yo
go.
cambiar la
Bottom
cámara
four.
por la
So stepping
cámara,
in for Boston, Marcelo Meyer.
Y decía, coño, pues hombre no puede batear más que yo.
Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
Nope, that's down.
¡Que vaya! ¡Ay, no! ¡No puedo olvidarla!
Him out.
Yo.
Leadoff hitter retired.
Y ella me vio. Y yo la vi. Y sonrió. Y se fue así. Y la vida. Escúchame a mí. Oye, baby. Yo te amo a ti.
Just
Una
off the
música.
outside edge.
Espectacular. Te quiero enseñar. Sin poder
High fly ball,
robarte.
right
Pero soy
field.
desesperada.
Carroll settles underneath it.
Desesperada.
And there's 2 down.
De que te amo. Conquistarte.
Now the
Baby.
third baseman, Caleb Durbin. The walk and a run scored his
Y
first
no batea
time.
más que
Carroll
Baby.
in position.
Baby.
And that is that.
Oye, baby, Tú no bateas más que yo. Tú
Back here in Philadelphia, ready.
no bateas más que yo. Te dimos todo, todo. Ay, sé que te molesta. Busca el pick que tú quieras. Que te voy a
New arm out of the
ganar.
bullpen, Garrett Whitlock.
Still pretty
Pelón.
early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them.
Ay,
Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Ball.
Perdona.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. One gone here. So now it's Nolan Arenado. Late with the swing there. Up the middle. Story slings to first, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth. 2 outs, base is empty. Ildemaro Vargas stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Voy.
Inside, ball 1.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Struck him out looking.
Ya lo escuchaste, jo.
Back here in Philadelphia, now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. And another ball. There's your strike. That one in triple digits.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Here comes Wilson Contreras.
Contreras.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Red Sox trailing by 2, last half of inning number 5. And there's a rocket into the outfield.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Oh, he's really working him away, this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit. Velocity, try to get a roll.
Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Brandon Garcia.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. So digging in, Masataka Yoshida. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. 0-1 down.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
And a big swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Contreras, the lead runner out at second. Abreu over at first with one away.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Pitch misses inside, and the count is filled up. Sets him down looking. Dangerous hitter at the plate in Trevor Story. Ripped to third, but hit. And back here, Citizens Bank Park. All set for the top of the 6th. Gurriel Jr. stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And a foul ball.
Nadie es eterno en
The 0-1. Gurriel gets a piece. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Foul ball there. Foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Chases the changeup in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. Adrian Del Castillo. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top half of the 6th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out. Bottom of the 6th. So stepping in for Boston. Cedar Rafaela. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
The 1-2. That one missed. That's hard hit in the line. And it gets away. And he's into second with nobody out.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Man at second. Swinging a foul out of play.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back in.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Fires to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Base hit. Runner around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1. 2 outs. Runner on first. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox.
In this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving.
And he got him.
Está bien.
Back at Citizens Bank Park, leading off, number 15.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Está cansado con 24 picheos, pero ese bárbaro.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Pues está cansado porque te va a seguir pichando aquí, mi hermano.
Base hit center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Yo fui el malo por pichar eso ahí.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here comes the 0-1. Runner takes off. Cut on and miss. Now they get the runner and a rundown. And they tag him out. The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Nope. And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 1-2 here. That one lifted to left. Durant moving under it. And there's 2 down. Here's Ketel Marte. 1 for 3. Two down, nobody on. Ground ball right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield and just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Carroll in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Runner on the go. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. In the dirt. Runner on the go again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Misses. Ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
¡Bárbaro! Pues yo ni le topé, loco. Ni le topé.
Yo ni le topé tampoco la otra vez.
Oye, tú le topaste porque tú me dijiste que yo le topé nada más.
Back here in Philadelphia, so stepping in for Boston, Wilson Contreras. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. This one in the air right field. Carroll hustling after it. Makes the catch, 1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. He's already homered here in this one. Swings through that one out in front that time. The D-backs holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Just missed. And 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Ugly cut on the slider for strike 3. Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. And that one hit to first. The tag, and he's out. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, ready to begin the 8th. Nolan Arenado stands in now for the Diamondback. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Leaping, and it's gone.
Adios, pelota!
Just clears the wall.
Yo pensé que en ese audio tú me estabas agradeciendo.
So they turn to their closer, Aroldis Chapman.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Fastball for a strike. Chapman, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. Base hit.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Gurriel stands in now and watches strike one. Late with the swing there. And a sac bunt here, and that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. One out man at first. Gabriel Moreno digs in now. Here's the pitch. Runner goes up the middle.
¿Y esta lo que era, brother?
Here's the tag, and he's out. Next is the designated hitter, Adrian Del Castillo. Swings through that one for strike one. Chapman, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big-time benefit. Got him looking. Back here in Philadelphia, to the bottom of the eighth. Your Story now. And that one hammered. That's back. That's down. One hops off the wall. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Rafaela in the box now. Takes strike one. Bats holding on to a two-run lead here in the bottom half of the eighth inning. Taylor Clark comes on now.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base.
That one ripped. And it gets by him. Story on his way home. One runs in, and he gets there. The tying runs at third with a triple.
That's two consecutive extra base hits for this team. A triple into the opposite field gap. That gets me going right there. Just a perfect swing, man. Like he was.
Can't get him, and the tying run scores from third. Go ahead run on base. Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox. High fly ball lifted into year right field. Carroll settles under this one. And there's one down. So stepping in for Boston, Caleb Durbin. Man at second. And that one fouled off.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Just missed. Out towards right center field. He's got it. And there are two down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now batting Jarren Duran. In there at the knees. Two down. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation.
Swing and a miss. We go to the ninth. Here's the center fielder, number 15. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. The 1-1. That one in triple digits.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Tied at 6. Next to hit for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. Swing and a miss at a slider. That one found hard the other way. 0-2 now. In the air, left field. Durant under it. And that quickly 2 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Ketel Marte. Gotta be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Bottom 9, and they've got a chance at a walk-off in this tie game. So stepping in for Boston, Wilson Contreras. Fouled off. He was late. Right back to him on the mound. Over to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. He's already homered in this game, and it looks like he wants to go through the signs again. Ripped on a line. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
Yoshida, the next to hit, takes outside. And a foul ball. Clark, 32 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2015.
Ball 2.
Ground ball to the right side, and that's a foul ball. Yoshida trying to send this to extra innings. Goes down swinging for the...
Está bien.
Back here in Philadelphia, on to extra innings. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. Man at second. Runner breaks for third. Bunts it in the air. He's got it. To second with the throw, and no chance to get back. It's a
porque siga
double
tocando
play.
con gusto ahí.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
No me estoy escuchando. No te escucho por si
A
acaso.
little out front there as he swings through it.
Ok.
Ball 1.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. That one not close. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that is that. On to the bottom of the 10th. So stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story. And this one looks like trouble. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Relay throw to third. Save!
Oh, he saved!
So up next, Ceddanne Rafaela.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Fouled off down the right side.
Un placer jugar contigo esta noche.
That's to third. Arenado to first in time. 2 away. And next for the Red Sox, Marcelo Meyer.
Mira cómo César Sosa la tira.
a una cosa. ¿70? ¿En 70? Ya, no está bien.
Two balls, no strikes, the count. Winning run at third, 2 down. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs. Hit on the ground to the right side.
Salami, bro.
And he's out.
Salami, batea, asqueroso. Salami, mire tú que un toque lo volviste doble play.
Back at Citizens Bank Park. Now we go to the 11th. Ildemaro Vargas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Down the line, and it's
It gets to giving them the lead late in this game, just barely on the foul side of that painted line.
Base hit into center field, and that holds the go-ahead run at third.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Gurriel in the box now, takes strike one. Swing and a ground ball, just foul down the right field line. Wow. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is a big first out. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. The corners are in, middle infield playing back for the double play. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone.
Swings and sends a rocket to right.
¡Bárbaro, bárbaro, bárbaro!
Behind the runner, they've got him.
No, a ver, ya esas son cosas, que obligamos a tener. Yo gané el juego ya.
Ya tú ganaste, ¿verdad? Ah, pues está bien, excelente entonces.
Ya ahí yo gané el juego.
Carlos Narvaez.
Excelente entonces.
El juego te dio ese agua, tío.
El juego te dio ese agua a ti también ahora.
Pero tú no viste malísimo la pelota.
El juego te lo dio ahora ese agua.
¿Qué dio? ¿Qué es lo que dio?
Caleb Durbin.
Da un golpe ahí para yo decir que...
Pitch misses.
Pero mira cómo yo estoy corriendo con todo. Yo digo, o lo volé o fue un rock. No, loco.
On the ground to third, Arenado. And to a late. Stepping in, Jarren Duran.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last
Un
time.
placer jugar contigo.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball 1.
A lo va a ganar.
Now a rip into left center. Base hit into the outfield.
En el terreno, Walco.
Yo te voy a decir que tú ganaste ese juego.
No, yo no lo gané, ¿no? Fuiste tú que lo ganaste. No fue tu día hoy, baby.
¿Eh?
No fue tu día, baby.
Pero yo tengo todo eso grabado. Todo eso perfecto. Diqueado. Y tú le dabas malísimo.
No fue tu día, no fue tu día, baby.
And the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
One-run game.